than 4 decades, Russell T. Tutt was a quiet giant behind the scenes, strengthening an ever-growing economy in our region. He was born in 1913 into a formal English family with a long tradition of working for Spencer Penrose. His home away from home was Penrose's prized hotel, the Broadmoor. But as a teenager, Russell Tutt left the protected peaks of Colorado Springs to receive his higher education. He graduated from Princeton University in 1935 with a bachelor's degree in, of all things, engineering. But the young man had a mind for business, and he worked his way to Wall Street. But duty called in 1940, and Russell Tutt went to war. He entered as an officer in the 104th Infantry Division. In his 5 years of service, he earned the rank of major. And when it was over there, he came back with a Bronze Star. This time, his home became Garden City, Kansas, where Spencer Penrose's El Pomar Foundation had a struggling business. A war veteran was just what the Garden City Company needed to fight off its financial troubles. In 5 years, Russell Tutt had turned Garden City around, and in 1956, he headed home, back to the Broadmoor. In those days, there was no grander place to stay. The hotel was already becoming a legacy and was part of the Tutt family heritage. Russell worked right alongside his brother Thayer, and together they nurtured the Broadmoor while watching the El Pomar Foundation grow. A foundation that today has assets worth more than $450 million and is overseen by a man born for the job, Russell Tutt's son, R. Thayer Jr.
But that's sort of his profile, and it's freezing cold like it is today.
This Tutt now sits behind his grandfather's desk and steps into the legacy created by his father and uncle.
Thayer Tutt and Russell Tutt, my father, are really a pair. Two feisty brothers. I would watch them at age 60 and 61 argue the same way I could see them arguing at age 10 and 11. It's an honor that they already recognized Thayer Tutt several years ago as Mr. Broadmoor. My father, in contrast, was much more financial-oriented and focused most of his energies on El Pomar Foundation.
A foundation that sits on solid ground today, largely because of Russell Tutt's business philosophy back then.
And so he was always thinking 5 or 10 years down the road. I don't know if he didn't invent investing in large U.S. companies, but he realized the future of the United States was with large, sound U.S. investments.
Why do you think your father was such a successful business person? What was it about him?
Why he was so successful in business, I'd probably say 2 things. One is he was a very focused individual, and second, he was a long-term investor. He had a good eye for sound quality investments, and he stuck with them. He never sold them.
And that paid off. But so did Russell Tutt's investment in the community. For 14 years, he sat as chairman of the board of Colorado College. He championed the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo, and all the while he worked to make the Broadmoor a place to be proud of, a center for the community, and a welcome place for all sorts of personalities, everyone from professional athletes to presidents. For Russell Tutt's children, strolling down the halls of the hotel is like a walk down memory lane.
You must have a lot of memories of this hotel.
It was my life growing up. We grew up, my brother and I, Thayer, grew up a block and a half away from the hotel. Everything revolved around it.
Yet Russell Tutt never let it run his life. A devoted husband and father, his family always came first.
He didn't believe in getting his name, you know, in the newspaper a lot, things like that.
But yet, nonetheless, that happened as the years went on. How did he handle that?
Very well. I mean, he didn't ask for it. It was, you know, earned.
Earned right along with the reputation of being the sort of man business legends are made of.